This is chapter 9.2, Linear Regression. And what I want you to realize is that when you're given this problem, and I actually should have an x in here with that negative 1.04, this is your slope. So this is going to be m, and this is a formula you may recognize, y equals mx plus b, and b is your y-intercept. So I've written those words here, and so this is your slope, and we always call it m, but in the graphing calculator they call it a, and b is your y-intercept. And when you have a positive slope, this number will be positive. When you have a negative slope like this one, it's going to be negative. The slope's going to look like this. The line will lean from the negative numbers down. So here's the problem we're going to look at. Hot dogs, caloric and sodium content. The caloric content and sodium content in milligrams for 10 beef hot dogs. Here's the first chart. That's your calories. And this is the second chart, and this is going to be another set of hot dogs. So this is 5 hot dogs, and that's another set. These are the calories for X, and Y is the sodium. So calories and sodium. So that's your content for your hot dogs. So what you would want to do now is you want to get an equation, and it's real easy to get this equation, and we're going to go to the graphing calculator, and this is for 9.2. This is under Tools for Success. And so if you want to do this, you always put all the X values in L1 and your Y values go in L2. And when you go back to Stat, go over to Calculate, and scroll down to Linear Regression. When you open that up, you're going to be able to see this, and I'm going to show you this in case you just want to go straight to this. Here's Linear Regression, and it tells you that it's y equals ax plus b. A is your slope. We call it m when we're doing an algebra problem, but in the calculator they call it a. So my slope would be 12.48. The b is going to be your y-intercept, which is 33.68. Here's your correlation coefficient also that you did in another section. But what you can do is you can make this, I just type my equation in. So if I were doing this, I probably would just type it in myself, and y equals, hold on a minute, let me get back up here. I always look at it, and I know it would be y equals 12.48 plus 33.68, and I know that this is a positive slope, so the slope's going to lean this way. But these instructions tell you how you can save it, and it'll copy and paste it. And what they tell you to do is right here, and you're using the variables. Y1 is what you're going to be using, and it tells you to go to VARS, go to Linear Regression while it's flashing, and then press VARS, go to Function and Y1, and then it will paste that function in y equals. And so here it pasted the function in. You can either type it in, or you can and round it off, or you can get it to paste it in. But here you can see that the slope is positive, because here's the slope, and that one's got a pretty good positive correlation. And so it goes on here to tell you there's a strong positive linear correlation, and you can confirm that by looking at the correlation coefficient, and that was right here. That's pretty close to 1, so you know that it's a strong linear correlation. And so what you want to do now is you want to substitute numbers into your equation. So I've shown you this here, but you can actually do that with the calculator, and I just substitute each one of these numbers into that equation and get an answer. But you can do this on the calculator also, and it tells you how to do that where we just were. The only one I wanted to call your attention to is 210. It's not meaningful to predict the value of y for x equal 210.